Hi there, and welcome to Storytime with Kay. Today we will read Asiago by Adam McHeffey. This book was published by Two Lions in 2012. What you need to know about vampires. Vampires turn into bats at night. Bats like to eat mosquitoes. Vampires are only scared of three things: sun, garlic, and wooden stakes. Vampires can't see themselves in the mirror. Vampires have funny accents. Asiago lived in a castle with his great-uncle Gouda. Asiago liked to swing from a rope, play his accordion loudly, and turn into a bat when the sun went down. One very hot day, his friend Wendy called and asked, "Asiago, would you like to come to the beach with Sam, Tom, and me? All you need is a swimsuit and a towel." Asiago had never been to the beach. He wasn't even sure what a beach was, but he was curious. "I would love to, Wendy," he said. He dug up an old swimsuit and tried it on. Although he couldn't see himself in the mirror, he could admire his outfit. Great-uncle Gouda offered Asiago a ride. Asiago was excited to see his friends, Wendy, Tom, and Sam. Sam ran down to the water. Tom flew his kite. Wendy went to work on a sandcastle. Asiago, however, turned bright red in the sizzling sun. "Did you forget to put on sunscreen?" asked Wendy. "Wendy, sun is the very worst thing for a vampire, sunscreen or not," he answered. "I sure wish I had a cape to protect me." Luckily, Asiago was very clever. He tied his beach towel around his neck to make a cape, and spent the morning under a big beach umbrella. When Wendy finished her sandcastle, she said, "Let's go to the boardwalk." "What's a boardwalk?" asked Asiago. "You'll see," said Wendy. The boardwalk felt much nicer on his feet than the sand. Suddenly, Asiago cried, "Oh, I got a wooden splinter!" "Oh, no! Asiago, are you all right?" asked Wendy. "I don't know. A wooden stake can kill a grown-up vampire. I'm sure a wooden splinter is the very worst thing for a young vampire." But Asiago was all right. To celebrate, Wendy bought him some baked clams. Asiago was so hungry. He ate one clam after another, until he got a terrible stomach ache. "Wendy," he asked, "was there, gulp, garlic in those clams?" "I think so, Asiago. Why? You don't like garlic?" "They were delicious, but garlic is just about the worst thing for a young vampire." "You know, Wendy, the beach just isn't the best place for me. I've wished to just go home and rest." And so Asiago left with a sunburn, a splinter, and a stomach ache. When he got home, Asiago couldn't stop thinking about his not-so-great day at the beach. Wendy, Sam, and Tom tried to think of a way to cheer him up. They thought and thought and thought. Finally, Wendy came up with a great idea. What if we bring Asiago back to the beach at night? Quicker than you can say garlic, Asiago's friends went to his castle and visited him in his coffin. "We're going to have a party at the beach tonight," Wendy said. "Bring your accordion and we'll have a great time." "What about the hot, bright sun?" Asiago asked. "The sun is setting," answered Tom. "What about the splinters?" Asiago asked. "Just keep your shoes on," answered Sam. "What about the garlic and the baked clams?" asked Asiago. "The snack hut is closed at night, so you won't even smell the garlic," Wendy answered. "Okay," said Asiago, and he dragged along behind the others. Asiago looked up. The moon was shining brightly, but it wasn't hot like the sun. He took out his accordion and began to play loudly. Tom and Sam caught a strange creature, and Wendy built an even bigger sandcastle than before. Then, all of a sudden, Asiago disappeared. "It's like he's vanished into thin air," said Wendy. "He was just here a second ago," said Tom. "Asiago!" said Sam. "Asiago!" "I'm right up here, Wendy," a soft voice squeaked. The three kids looked up and saw a small bat. "It's Asiago!" the kids yelled. "He must have turned into a bat, just like the other vampires," Wendy said. These little mosquitoes are the very best thing for a young vampire." "Maybe the beach isn't so bad after all," Asiago said in his little bat voice. When he got home, Asiago told Great Uncle Gouda all about his wonderful night. The end.